Hey everyone, I'm Action Kid. It's November 3rd, 2019. I'm here with John Barr from Here Be Barr.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to walk around.
I know, it's going to be awesome to walk around here. And today we're going to be walking around the Greenwich Village. It's around 1:15 p.m. and we're in Father Demo's Park. So if you want to check out his channel, he does a lot of awesome videos about New York, especially
Please
some
check me out.
and some local tours and hidden sites like City Island. I watch his channel all the time. It's amazing.
I appreciate it. I watch your channel too.
All right. Okay, let's get this started.
Let's do it. All right, well, I've lived in this neighborhood since 2011. It's actually the only neighborhood I've ever lived in New York. I grew up on the other side of the Hudson River, New Jersey, so I've been coming around here for a long, long time. And I'm going to give you the unofficial Greenwich Village tour. I'm not a licensed tour guide. I don't know all the facts. I'm just going to show you my favorite places, some stories, some details. I don't know how accurate they're going to be, but we're going to start this way. I actually want to show you my favorite cupcake place in New York City. I guess we're not going to go inside, but it's Molly's, and a lot of tourists hear about Magnolia Bakery from Sex and the City or whatever TV show they've seen it, and I think Molly's is so much better. Do you want us to cross to show it, or we'll just?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm curious
You
about
actually
this
want to go
place
inside?
now. Molly's Bakery?
Molly's Cupcakes.
Oh, Molly's Cupcakes. I never even knew about this place.
No, I mean it's been rated by a lot of people. They're pretty well known.
Oh wow!
And they have some very strange.
Cupcakes.
They have some strange rules. No dogs, cats, horses, aardvarks, goats, newts, gorillas, gophers, or I don't even know what that is.
Ungulates.
Ungulates of any sorts. Leopards are welcome. So
okay,
yeah. We can go though.
If you have a leopard, you can go in.
Should we pop in?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Real quick, because I'm not buying anything.
Okay. So here's Molly's Bakery, or Cupcakes. I don't know why I say cupcakes.
Yeah. I just want to show people my favorite. Lately, I've been addicted to the peanut butter Nutella cupcake. I just ate. I would buy it otherwise, but this one and the chocolate decadence, this one are my two favorites. So I approve those two very highly.
It looks good too.
Yeah. I feel so bad not buying anything.
It's all right. Our viewers will go and buy something when they come
Thanks.
here.
Yes, if we
I'll
get
come back here too. And
if we get people to buy stuff, then we did our job.
That's it.
So yes, this is kind of close to the epicenter of Greenwich Village. It's a really big neighborhood. The boundaries are debatable, I would say. Some say that Greenwich Village goes until about 7th Ave, and then it's West Village. Other people say Greenwich Village is everything from the Hudson River all the way till about Broadway. The village itself, you can include the East Village, so it's a very kind of flexible term. But I think we're going to stick around 7th Ave and East just to show people. So yeah, let's walk, I guess, this way.
All right.
Towards some spots here that are interesting. One of them I'm very sad about, actually, Bagels on the Square, because I live a few blocks from here, and these guys have been closed since the summer. So they're remodeling or something. So my favorite bagel place nearby is not open. So I had to go to Murray's, which is amazing. Murray's is really good, but it's like a 15-minute walk. And when you have an amazing spot about 5 minutes away, anyone who lives in New York knows what I'm talking about.
It smells so bad.
Yeah, yeah. It's all about those conveniences.
Oh,
so
man,
this
is this going to be a temporary closure, or is it gone?
Oh, let's show people.
Oh, renovation.
Approximately 3 months. That would be August, September, October. It should be about now somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sad though.
It doesn't look like it's going to open soon though. We got boxes all over the place and.
Yeah. Well, if they're watching this, I would love for you guys to open. I don't know if I count for anything, but this is really well known. Probably the most famous pizza place in the whole area, Joe's. For the record, I will say I think they're good, but I think they're a little overrated too. Just my opinion. Not everyone agrees with that. They have a lot of fame from different shows, Spider-Man, and it's okay. I like Bleecker Street pizza the best, which we may go to later down Bleecker and then cut over to 7th, but these guys are okay.
All right. And if you haven't watched John's video about the Italian trying pizza for the first time, New York pizza, You gotta watch it because
That was fun.
he also reviewed Joe's Pizza.
Yeah, that was, if you guys didn't see that, just to preview it, I took my friend from Italy. It was his first time in New York. Never had pizza in the United States before. I made him wait. And then we took him to a dollar pizza place. We took him to Joe's, which he thought was okay. The dollar pizza place he hated. And then we took him to Bleecker Street for my favorite slice in Nonna Maria, and he loved it. So it was an interesting video because of the progression. I won't give too much more away. You guys gotta watch.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
So this is like a tattoo smoke shop. You know, this area used to have a lot more of these. I'd say even 10 or 15 years ago. But things are changing here, just like every neighborhood in New York. These sorts of shops are kind of going by the wayside, but it's still one of the few areas you can see a lot of them.
Okay, hookah lounge.
I don't know if
smoke shop.
they do have hookah lounges, but not right there. This is the West 4th Street subway station, which is one of the best subways to be located by because it goes everywhere. A, C, E, B, D, F, M. This is the IFC movie theater. Independent movies, really good stuff. I actually want to see Parasite. I heard that was really good. It's showing here, so if you come to the Village and you like movies, you want to see something different, go to the IFC. In fact, the Village has 3 different independent movie theaters and not a single regular movie theater. You have to go to Union Square to go to a regular theater. I love that about this area. It still keeps that artsy vibe that it's always had. So yeah, we are about to cross. Let's go to the basketball courts. Someone's taking a picture of you.
Oh, hey.
Can we have a picture together? Because I'm from Germany and I edit your YouTube channel.
Yeah?
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
and we are the first time in New York, and before we come here, I saw all of your videos.
Oh yeah?
Yes,
Wow.
your advices and stuff. And maybe a picture.
Picture, sure.
Yeah, why not? We're making a video together too.
What was your favorite video?
Oh, there are so many advices from Subway and Top of the Rock.
Cool.
Yes. And yesterday we were there.
Awesome.
Wow.
Okay.
Where in
That's
Germany are you from?
amazing.
Bremerhaven, near Hamburg,
Interesting.
Oh.
I've only been to the airport in Germany. I need to change that.
in Düsseldorf.
I went to, where was it? It was maybe Munich airport.
Oh, okay.
Just the airport though.
Yeah. Oh. Go ahead.
This is going in his video too.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, don't worry.
It's fun.
You're making this more interesting.
Thank you very
No,
much.
hey, I
Alright.
hope you enjoy your trip.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
saying hi.
All right.
You guys are making me feel way more important than I am, trust me.
You are
He is important.
That's so great.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, enjoy the rest of your
All right,
trip.
thank you. Enjoy
Thank
the
you for
rest of
saying
your
hi. I
trip here.
appreciate it. Oh, no problem.
All right.
It's yeah, that happens like twice a day, every day. I just get stopped for pictures. All no, actually, that's not that common.
It happened to me today, so.
Happened
you're not
to you
the
today
only
too?
one, Yeah.
No, you know, it was interesting because I saw those people taking pictures of us here. I'm like, what is going on? What are they doing? And then he came and said hi. So that was really cool. The lady even said her hand was shaking. I'm like, I'm not that important. Don't shake for me, please. Okay, so people might recognize me more today because of the camera. I think that helps.
It
Because
does.
most of the time I'm walking around really quickly, and I also have a twin brother, so
Oh,
he
man.
sometimes gets stopped too. But he doesn't have the facial hair, so
Okay. That'll help.
we can go talk to them if you want. They're on the court. So these are the West 4th Street basketball courts. Super famous. There's a really big league that plays here, and the nickname for this court is the Cage. And it has a reputation for people that come here, like they play really rough, like an interesting style of basketball. And I was looking it up before, and a lot of NBA players have been here, commercials have been filmed here. Anthony Mason, former New York Knick, used to play here a lot. I believe he's from Queens. And I've lived in New York for over 8 years. I've never stepped foot in this court because I suck at sports. It's my first time.
I've never stepped foot here either.
Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. It's like
Many
if
of you have played the game NBA Street. I remember this venue being in there too.
Yeah, it's a really well-known court. They're always doing, like, these girls are doing some kind of a commercial or protest. I don't know what it is, but it's interesting. You can see it's sponsored by Nike. Yeah.
All right.
They also play handball here. Always people playing here.
Oh, handball's really competitive.
Very New York thing. I can't believe it's my first time on the court, actually.
Well, usually when I come here, it's being used, so
Yeah.
that's another reation why I can't come
Well,
here.
yeah, I mean, if you step on the court, people are gonna want to like have a game with you or something. So I'm not gonna step up and do that. We could pause here for a second. So this is West 3rd. This, I believe, is the beginning of the entertainment area of Greenwich Village. When you step off the subway at West 4th Street, this could be one of the first things that you see. And there's a lot of bars and music venues here. This is what really, I think, this area is most well known for today, is the nightlife. So yeah, let's walk. As you can see, you know, it's got a lot of unique spots like McDonald's and 7-Eleven. You know, places
Very
you can't
unique.
find anywhere else in the U.S. Actually, outside of those two spots, you have a lot of bars and really cool music venues, like the Comedy Cellar there. They get some of the best acts in the country. You have so many big comedians. I saw Pete Davidson before he was on SNL at the Comedy Cellar, maybe 5 years ago. But Blue Note here, if you're into jazz, big spot for jazz music. I've seen lines out the door. I'm not a big jazz person, so I don't know who plays there, but I've just seen huge crowds. For all my hardware needs Benjamin Moore, you know, I just bought sealer for my window here because these old apartments in the village have cracks and the air goes in. Me and Adriana are freezing this morning. What else?
Oh yeah, we got a parking garage
We
here.
got a parking garage here. I'm sure one of the most expensive parking garages on earth. One of the many pizza places, because I always tell people that I think Greenwich Village has the highest concentration of pizza places anywhere in the world. I think even more than Italy. There's 2 here. There's at least 3 on Macdougal. Want to go to Macdougal?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Macdougal is probably the craziest street in the area for a lot of reasons. By the way, great takeout sushi here, Miyabi. Highly recommended it. Highly. This is good pizza, Ben's. Great slice here on the corner. It's one of my top 5 pizza places probably in New York, or at least in the area. Big fan. So this street has so much history, and I think the older viewers can vouch for this. Anyone who knows the history of the area, I am not a history person per se, like knowing all the facts. I'm not a licensed tour guide, but I do know that John F. Kennedy spoke here at Cafe Reggio, and this place has been around forever.
This is an old cafe here.
Old cafe, which I've never been to, which I need to change that. I gotta pop in there at some point.
And they still got the Halloween decorations up.
Yeah. Mamoon's here, legendary. They've been around since 1971. I once timed it. I got a falafel, I think in under 30 seconds. Ordered, paid, walked out the door. I like to get the falafel or the, what is it, shawarma. The shawarma is amazing. Lamb, or just falafel, hummus, light white sauce if you're vegetarian, also good. Super cheap for the area. Prices have gone up a little bit. $4.50 for the falafel with hummus. Shawarma
Oh, it's
is
not bad.
Let me see. I'm just
$8.
curious. $7.50.
Okay.
So that's a great lunch for $7.50 right there. Pamas fritas, Belgian fries. This street is crazy for too many reasons. I don't even know where to begin. The amount of fast food on this street is mind-blowing. I once wanted to shoot a video about late night food in the village, and I would just go on this street and I would load up a bag and we'd come back to my apartment and eat it all. It never happened. Tal, if you're watching this, we got to do that. So yeah, just a lot of good food. And another comedy cellar there. They have 2 different locations. Players Theater, small theater.
Okay.
Cafe ⁴ is super, super, super famous and old. Bob Dylan played here in 1961. Jimi Hendrix played here. In fact, there he is right there.
All right. So there's Minetta Lane.
Mr. Hendrix. This is Minetta Lane. We could cut down here, then come back to the rest of Macdougal if you want. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Also, the Minetta Tavern has been around forever. It is an old school joint. You can't tell what it looks like on the inside. I've been there once. They have one of the most famous burgers in New York City. I believe it's called the Black Label Burger, something like $25 to $30. You need to get a reservation pretty far in advance. It's like stepping into The Godfather. Imagine going into an old school looking restaurant. Go to Minetta Tavern.
Wow.
You want a memorable burger. So they film a lot of movies and TV shows around specifically this block or the next one because it's kind of secluded next to one of the busiest streets in the area.
Hollow sidewalk, by the way, warning. There's a history behind that. There's a creek that runs under here.
There is, that's right. Minetta Creek, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this might be the secret trap door where the artists come out.
Ooh.
Sometimes they have really big people, even today, coming through here. I forgot who it was. There was a big heavy metal band that came and played like a secret show at Cafe ⁴ a year or 2 ago. So you never know who you're going to run into there. I think it's neat how some of these buildings and doors have the old numbers, like 3.5.
3.5.
Because they're so small, it's like half a unit. There's an official tour going on, then we have our tour. I think their tour is way better than our little fun tour, but I like the colors of the apartment buildings here. It's so interesting how just like dynamic blue, dynamic white. I actually
NYPD security camera.
I have a little personal history at this particular apartment. So I got civilly married in February to Adriana, anyone who knows my channel. And we took one of our wedding pictures right here. Something like standing right here. So it's a nice picture.
Wow.
You want to remake it? You want to follow them?
Oh no.
Sure.
We got our own tour going.
This is basically the tour I would just take like a friend on.
By the way, they're talking about Minetta Creek and the Indians, so we were just talking about it.
You know as much as a tour guide, I think.
Well, I am a certified tour
You are.
guide. I haven't offered my own tours yet.
I think you're going to have a lot of people interested once you do. I don't know if we could show them. It's just a really cool street. Even from up there, you could showcase it. Just, great pictures. A lot of people like to take photography here. I actually took another wedding picture in February right here.
Ah.
Yeah. Let me show them.
There's a car coming. Oh, they're going that way.
Yeah, I just want to show this real quick. They have a lot of little community gardens in this area. Not as much as in the East Village or Lower East Side, but they're tiny. Most people wouldn't even think of walking in. I hardly ever walk into these. I should. I mean, someone from the area upkeeps it. Yeah, it's kind of like a secret garden.
Yeah, New York has a lot of these hidden places and corners that you need to check out.
I did a video, if anyone's curious, about some of the bigger secret gardens in the Lower East Side and East Village. They're about 4 to 5 times this size. Some of them have little ponds. Some of them have cats running around, gazebos. Really interesting stuff if you're in the East Village area. These are small, but they're good. Also, some people don't realize it, but a lot of the buildings here, depending on where you live, have private gardens where it's just the residents can go through the back. Yeah, so nothing too crazy.
Yeah, we need to go back out.
Yeah, we'll go back towards Bleecker. It's funny, I said this would probably be about a 20-minute tour. I feel like we're going to go way over that.
Oh, we're going to be a lot longer than that now.
If there's one area I feel at all slightly qualified to talk about, it's where I live and walk around every day. Oh, by the way, it's called the Minetta Triangle. Dedicated in 1999.
Minetta Triangle.
So we're going to continue down Bleecker. I don't even know if we have to really show the other side of Macdougal. There wasn't anything too crazy there. There's a couple bars I like.
This is Le Pain Quotidien.
Yeah.
Don't even know how to pronounce that name.
I don't know. My French pronunciation is not good. And I was kind of joking about it before, but you really don't see too many chain restaurants, brands, even Starbucks. There's not too much of that around here. That's one thing that really keeps the village distinct, is that it's a lot of mom and pop shops, many of which have been here for a very long time. Case in point, Puerto Rico Importing Co., established 1907. I actually filmed something in here before. Little known fact, in the back of here, there's a little coffee bar that's really good. Should we show it?
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it real quick. Like smell the coffee beans.
Oh yeah, I wish I could smell it through here.
Yeah. One day we'll have that technology available.
Yeah. So there's a coffee bar here.
You can get a small coffee
Wow.
for $1.95. It's good value.
A lot cheaper than Starbucks, that's for sure.
You know, you've heard of speakeasy bars. Here's your speakeasy coffee shop.
Well, now you know. There's a coffee shop in the middle of this.
There's a coffee
store
shop in the coffee store. Thanks. I still can't believe somebody stopped me while we were filming. Okay. This is cool. There's a music world. Like, you can tell how long it's been around. Compact discs.
Oh,
I think
TV.
anybody under the age of 20 might not even know what compact disc stands for. I don't know. This place is worth mentioning. Manouche, Lebanese food, pretty nice. Across
Wow,
the street,
it's packed in there.
it's good. Across the street, Percy's Dollar Pizza. I took the Italian guy there. While he wasn't a huge fan, I would say for having a $1 slice, if you're gonna eat late at night, it's really good. I don't care what anybody says. It's one of my favorite dollar pizza places in New York. We have J.G. Mellon here, well-known burger spot, very expensive. If I had to choose between J.G. Mellon and Minetta Tavern for a burger, I'd go to Minetta Tavern for sure.
This is a new bubble tea spot.
That's the big thing now.
It is.
Every neighborhood has got a ton of bubble tea.
Faster and cheaper. Like more.
So this is the other side of Macdougal. There's a bar down there I think is really neat if you're young, especially if you're a sports fan. You're like, I don't know, college sports, NFL, whatever. Off the Wagon. It's cool. It's got a charming vibe. It stinks. Like, it really stinks like beer's been spilled on the floor for 2 decades, but it's cool. So this is like the hub of the nightlife. These 2 blocks here in West 3rd. But let's continue on this way.
All right.
You know, for the longest time, by Chloe right here was super busy because it was the new hot vegan spot in New York. I've been inside once. It's good, but doesn't have the hype that it used to. If you have friends who are gluten-free, go to Sweets by Chloe. They have some gluten-free stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. New York City is very vegan and gluten-friendly.
Yeah. This is a closed nightclub. There's a lot of businesses that close in this area because rent is so high. When I was traveling more in the past, I used to come back from trips and I would say, where did this place come from? Where did this place come from? Because new spots pop up every few months. Like the longevity of this area, like places that are really good will stay open, but new spots that don't get going quickly, they're gone. And I have a great case in point across the street. Pyology Pizzeria. I mean, of all the things you could open in this neighborhood, a pizza place, it better be amazing. And they were trying some wacky stuff.
Uh-huh.
They closed within 1 month.
Wow.
1 month. I've never seen a place close so fast. Behind you is Bleecker's Finest Deli. This is my favorite deli in the area. This is such a New York City thing. It's open 24/7. Even after the hurricane in 2012, they were one of the only businesses that were still open in the area. Even when power was out, they managed to somehow make food. I think I remember there was a car parked here with headlights on. Like, they were just doing some incredible things for the community. I really respect these guys a lot. Let's cut towards the park.
Okay.
This is Sullivan Street, one of my favorite streets in the area. We're really lucky this year because the foliage has been really late. Adriana and I were in New England and upstate New York and Massachusetts 2 weeks ago. It was about this color. So this is one of the latest foliages that I can remember in New York.
You might even have some time for mid-November to get some nice foliage too.
Yeah, actually, if you're coming to New York now and you weren't expecting foliage, you're going to get some. Sullivan Street Tea and Spice Company is very neat. If you want to pop in and get a sample of any of their teas, they'll give it to you. It's cool. So on the right here, this is something that we're starting to see a little bit in the village. Expensive apartment complexes popping up. One of the things, in my opinion, that keeps the village very distinct to other parts of New York is it hasn't changed a lot. The exteriors here, if you were walking around 50 or 60 years ago, it would have looked exactly like this. This is new, you can see it, but I like the vibe of Greenwich Village because it feels like you're walking on a movie set. It's like nothing has changed. Prices have gone up, the people have changed, but the exteriors are still the same. And I've met a lot of foreigners come to New York for the first time, and you know what the first thing they say to me that they notice? Fire escapes.
Oh.
Well, it's almost artistic when you look at it, especially these white ones here. This is such a great example, how it contrasts with the brick color. I think it's gorgeous. Like, this street is so nice. This video is sponsored by Evian Water for your water needs, $2.75. We'll get you very good water from the French Alps.
Soho ramen, but we're not in Soho.
Yeah, I don't know why they say that. It is not Soho. Soho would be south of Houston Street. It's like 2 blocks away. A couple cool spots here. I don't know why they're closed, but V Bar, if you want to go during the day, assuming they're not closed for some weird reason. Maybe they close on Sundays, I don't know. It's a great spot because you can drink coffee and you can drink beer. It's the perfect mix. So you could have both. Start with coffee, work your way to beer. Good date spot as well. What's the next spot I want to show you? Right
Soho
there.
Sushi. Maybe we're in Soho.
We're
Like
not.
Borderline, right?
Borderline, but no, Soho is south of Houston, which is 2 blocks away. Top Thai. This is like the dream of every small restaurant in the area to have this kind of crowd. They are busy 24/7 when they're open. It's a small restaurant and they're constantly full. The food is great. The happy hour prices are good. We can even show people. I want to give them a shout
Yeah,
out.
let's do it. One thing you gotta be careful in New York, the traffic. Look both ways.
Yeah. Solid Thai food and great happy hour prices. I feel like they're happy hours all day, every day. I don't even know when it stops. I got the
Hey.
lychees.
Oh no, we're just making a video.
We're just
about
walking
this place.
by. I was saying how much
Yeah.
I like your restaurants. Very nice. You're welcome.
Thank you. 5 best Thai spots in New York City. And Yelp top 100 places.
Look, I want to go to some of the Thai restaurants in Queens, which I know are really authentic. So I can't say this is the best Thai food in New York, but it is sure as hell the best Thai food in Greenwich Village.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Third Rail Coffee. Nice spot for coffee. A couple of good coffee places here. Puerto Rico Importers, Third Rail Coffee, Irving Farm, I believe, in the next corner. Another really nice spot. But we're probably going to go right now to the most famous attraction in Greenwich Village, Washington Square Park, which is a good place to hang out.
And this is also NYU territory.
Some say that Washington Square Park is the unofficial campus of NYU. Since they don't really have a campus, you see the NYU flags everywhere, but I went to Rutgers, go Scarlet Knights, so the football team is atrocious. We had a campus, you know, places to walk around, grass. Here, Washington Square Park basically is your campus. NYU is also one of the most expensive schools in the world. I don't know what the undergrads are paying, like $50,000 a year or something ridiculous.
That's a lot.
Yeah, if you want to send your kids to NYU, you're going to be taking out loans for a while. Unless you have a lot of money, then you can afford it. But I'm a state school product. Look at me. I already hear the dogs barking. Adriana loves coming to this park
And live
with me.
music too.
Oh, they have everything here. This is probably my favorite spot in the area, I would have to say. Overall, just if I can't think of anything to do and it's a nice day, I'll go to Washington Square Park. And I think the reasons will become very apparent shortly.
I'm glad a lot of the construction died down around here.
Yeah, me too. There's always construction popping up somewhere here.
$1,000 a year.
Here are those dogs barking. This is I believe one of two dog parks. One of them is for small dogs only. One of them is for all size dogs. You know, put your small dogs there at your own risk. Oh, thank you. I'm getting spotted left and right today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out with you more often. It's
So
the camera.
this is the all dogs park.
Yeah, it is, I believe. Yeah, it is, because you see some of the bigger dogs, the German Shepherd here. So if you're like Adriana and you don't have a dog, but you want a dog, you come and you just stare at these guys for a while. Yeah, let's show people, yeah.
Yeah, let's see some.
See, there's a lone French bulldog over there.
Yeah, pretty lonely. Are leopards allowed in here too?
I don't know. Bring one, let's find out.
That's a reference to the cupcake place in the beginning of the video.
So I was actually in preparation for this unofficial tour. I was watching old videos about Greenwich Village because I wanted to get a feel for more of the history. And I was watching a video from 1960, and not much has changed from what you're seeing here to 60 years ago. This park has maintained a lot of its charm. A lot of what it was known for in the 50s and 60s was, you know, beatniks, hippies coming here to play music, just free expression, protesting. And I think that spirit lives on a bit. Things have changed a lot, but some things have still stayed the same here.
He follows me on Instagram.
But a lot of the trees haven't even turned colors yet.
No, I was actually just noticing that the other day. Like, I was completely seeing it. Yeah, that's beautiful right there, that tree.
That's a beautiful one.
It's in my Instagram photo for the day.
It's the only one that's orange and yellow.
Stands
and
out amongst
brown.
the crowd.
There's someone even taking pictures of it now.
I was here yesterday. It was absolutely mobbed. A little less crowded today, maybe a lot less crowded. During the week, you see a lot of NYU students sitting around studying. This is a very well-known meeting place. If you don't know where to meet someone, say, hey, meet me at the fountain.
That's it.
Easy spot.
We're at the arch.
Yep. So it's called Washington Square Park for George Washington, Washington Square Arch. And this is one of the few facts I know for certain. This arch was dedicated to the 100th anniversary of George Washington's inauguration. And if you look right through the middle, you get a perfect view of the Empire State Building. So you always see people taking this photo. Sometimes in the summer you'll see little kids running in the fountain. Sometimes they turn the water off and people sit in here and hang out.
And that's 5th Ave right through the arch.
In the past, cars used to be able to actually come through here. In the old video I was watching, there was a bus that pulled right up past the arch and dropped people off. So it's kind of crazy to think about.
Wow.
But it's like the same kind of vibe. Musicians everywhere. You want to hear music for free. You can make a whole activity out of this. Great place to bring your mamoons or your pizza or whatever food you order. I mean, yeah, whatever food you want to eat, bring it to the park on a nice day like today. Today feels like the perfect fall day for me.
Also, there's a great place to bring dates. You got a lot to talk about
Take
here.
a date here, yeah. You got music. These guys look awesome. Got old like banjos and. Let's walk by them.
Coyote and crow.
All sorts of music here. You would not expect that kind of music in New York, but I support it.
Not at all.
Oh. Oh, that's unique right there.
That's really
I don't even
different.
know, is that a xylophone?
Is it a xylophone? I've never even.
Or am I
seen one
messing
in a
up my
while.
instruments? You can't walk 2 seconds in New York City without seeing another French bulldog. I don't know why they're the most popular breed these days. One right there.
I wonder that too. French bulldogs and
Pugs?
yeah, pugs.
I mean, I guess they're the perfect size for an apartment. That could be it. Yeah, people love small dogs around here. Oh, there's usually good jazz music playing all the way up there. So there's some interesting facts about Washington Square Park. This, I believe, was originally a parade ground, and then it had a lot of different uses, including a potter's field where they'd bury the dead who didn't have relatives or anybody to claim them. So I was reading a stat that there's something like 20,000 bodies buried underneath this park.
Yeah.
They also used to
spooky.
execute people here on some of the trees. I forgot which tree in particular was really famous for that.
Oh, I know which one it is.
You do? Okay.
Yeah. I can bring you to it right now.
Let's
Headed
do it.
right
Let's
there.
do it. So it was known for that. Apparently, they had duels here. But for the last 50, 60, 70 years, it's had just about the same use, a place to gather. And there's some really amazing architecture here. NYU buildings, old brownstones. I actually exposed this apartment scam on Craigslist. It was like 2 blocks from here. Someone said they were renting an apartment for like $1,700 a month to live in one of these buildings, and I knew it was not possible. Like, you're not spending $1,700
No
to
way.
live right here, like that building, for example.
So what was the scam? They wanted people to put their deposit down.
They wanted you to not see it, put it in a deposit to hold it, and you never get your money back. So I did a video about it. And it was even on street-nyu. It got through all the security, but it was taken down. You gotta be careful for those apartment scams. Like, they prey on you. I just walk towards the jazz music.
Yeah, I just want to do that. They're very good. But the oldest tree in Washington Square Park right here.
That one, yep.
This one, the northwestern corner, is Hangman's Elm.
That's it.
Thing is massive.
I actually don't think I've ever looked up. It's like looking at a skyscraper. They must do some kind of maintenance on it, because I'd imagine those leaves would start to touch the buildings at some point.
Oh yeah. But this tree is still here. It's older than America.
It is, wow.
Yeah, older than the United States. Those jazz musicians are just banging it right now. You don't have to go to New Orleans for good jazz music. You just come here to Washington Square Park.
One of my favorite things to do with Adriana, we don't do it enough, is we'll bring a picnic, a towel, set up here on this grass here, and listen to the jazz music. Now that's what I call a date, actually. That's a great date. Head west a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel in a really chatty mood today. I don't know why. Maybe because of the camera. So I like what they're doing. You know, it's great music. A lot of these performers, you can see them at some of the local jazz spots. They just come here to make extra money. And they said if you don't have cash, we have a Venmo, which is smart. There's another...
By the way, their band is the Flamingos.
Flamingos.
Do you want to donate to them?
Yeah. There's the famous dosa guy there. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. There's a street food cart. They serve Sri Lankan dosas. Amazing. The line is so crazy, though. You have to wait about an hour in line during the week here in Greenwich Village, in the park. He also takes Venmo, which I thought was so cool. So you got to, you know, a lot of people don't carry cash. That's why having a Venmo out there is extremely intelligent.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess we'll wrap the tour in the little bit west. I want to show people like a couple streets I like, which really gives you the vibe of this area. They're not as busy as here per se, where you have all the students of NYU and tourists and the like. So we're gonna cut over to Bleecker, and we're gonna walk down Bleecker, then we're gonna cut over on 7th. We're gonna quickly point out my favorite pizza spot in New York City. Have you been to Bleecker Street?
Yep, I've been there.
What did you think?
Pizza. I thought it was okay, but I think it was just like their batch of pizza that wasn't that good that they cooked that day.
I kind of want you to go back again. I think they've been really good recently.
I wanted to try the specialty slice they had, but they ran out.
Oh no, you gotta try. Okay, you gotta talk to me when you try the Nana Maria.
The Nana Maria, that was it.
That's the one. That's the one I always order. The one I always push people to order.
Yeah.
It's not your traditional New York City pizza. If you just want the like traditional cheese slice, they do a good job. There's other places that do it well too, but that one particular slice, just something about it really kind of pulls me in. So this is like
try the Nana Maria.
This is just your typical nice street in the village. What I like about this street in particular, if we could show people, is if you're walking on 6th Ave, Avenue of the Americas, you turn this way and you see the fountain from far away. It's a really nice shot. I was walking before when I had bagels. I'm like, oh man, we're coming back later. But just what I said about the buildings, how old they are. I mean, look, you have like the Ionic columns, Doric columns on some of the frames here. I love the architecture. open for all. The whole village very LGBTQ friendly. It's known for that. They have the Pride Parade here every year. Have the Halloween parade every year here as well. I'm assuming you filmed it.
No, I filmed it last year.
I filmed it last year too.
Yeah, I didn't go this year because I wasn't really sure about the weather, how it would turn out.
I think a lot less people went this year because of that. Because I had friends who came and they said that they stopped the parade at 9:30 when it was supposed to go till 11. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wind got really, really crazy the next day.
It's the biggest Halloween parade in the world. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but it's like the place you would go anywhere for Halloween. Outside of saying go to Dia de los Muertos in Mexico, which I recommend too, Halloween in New York City is pretty cool. All right, let's jaywalk. Or not. I was amazed when I was in Tokyo and nobody would cross the street even if there wasn't a single car there. And here in New York, I don't even think twice about it.
I wonder where jaywalking even started. Was it in New York? I don't know.
Probably. Good question. So we're actually walking up towards the IFC. We can cut over on Cornelia here.
Okay.
Show everybody a nice street. This kind of looks a little tiny bit like the Flatiron building.
Yeah, it does.
On the corner
This one.
here.
The Papaya Dog building.
Yeah. You walk into the Papaya Dog and order something, you're gonna smell for the next 8 hours. It's like grease. My twin brother lives around here. He told me he got a corn dog from there the other day and it was really good. So you want to trust my twin, get a corn dog from Papaya Dog.
All right, we're gonna walk up Cornelia Street where Taylor Swift used to live and wrote a song about.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was her latest album.
Do you know what building it was?
Yeah, I do.
Let's point it out.
The one that looks like a horse stable in front.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, let's cut up this way.
West 4th Pizza, are they any good?
Haven't tried it, it's new. There's just so many other pizza places around here that I need to try. I should try this place at some point.
Huh.
If I was just a little hungrier, I would do it. Just a little bit. So I think the Taylor Swift house is coming up.
Yeah. I've tried this place before. This ramen place is really good.
My brother said this is good too.
Yeah.
I want to go here for sure.
They've got curry ramen, which is really unique.
Closed, see?
Chop Chop.
They got, Chop Shop is no more.
Yeah, Chop Chop got Chop Chop.
Yeah, beat me to it. This is an interesting building. It's called Seville Studios. It really does have a Spanish architecture vibe. Or maybe you'd see this in like the southwestern United States, in Arizona, California. I think this style is a little more popular. I don't see it too much in New York. So we are going to walk down Bleecker Street, which has a lot of great food spots. A lot of places I want to talk about here. But we're on Cornelia, which is a great street. Really nice street. Which one was the Taylor Swift house? We passed it?
No.
Oh, it's this one.
It's this one.
And afterwards we had lunch.
So Taylor Swift used to ride her horse into the stable to avoid the fans waiting outside. No, but it kind of looks that way.
It does. I made a video down the street. I said like she used to live here and the owner had no idea she made a video about, music about this street.
Wonder if the property value went up. This Indian place on the right, the Drunken Monkey's pretty cool. I went there once. They have really good cocktails for an Indian restaurant. You wouldn't expect that, but they do.
This place is closed. The
Cornelia Street Bakery. It was here for so long, and I read a note that their rent, I think, doubled, and they couldn't afford it. And that's the story of a lot of places in the area. This Mexican restaurant here, I forget their name. I'm not going to vouch for the quality of the food because I think it's okay, but the interior looks so much like you're in Roma Norte or Condesa in Mexico City.
Yeah,
Like,
I've been there a lot.
Yeah, I give them an A+ for the vibe and the look. It gets super busy, but my favorite tacos in New York, I got 2 spots. I've covered them all. Los Tacos #1. For Manhattan anyway, that's in Midtown and in Chelsea Market.
They have a new one too, at Church Street.
I didn't know
in
that.
Tribeca. I've been there like a few times. It's good.
Dude, I wish they would open around me.
Yeah.
And the other one is this random taco truck deep in Queens. It's in, it's in Elmhurst.
Oh.
If you could put a card to my Jackson Heights Queens street food tour video with my friend Greg.
Oh, I remember that video.
Best Mexican food I've ever had in New York City anyway. I've had better in LA.
Yeah. And Adriana vouched for it too.
She vouched for it. She was really happy. Okay, we gotta give these guys a shout out. Keste here, $5 personal pies. Such a good deal. Come here for lunch. Awesome. It's not like regular New York pizza. It's like traditional Neapolitan. As the owner called it, the real pizza of New York. So I love that place. Get the margarita. I also like John's right here if you want a pie. Very solid. Usually a long line. Right now, nobody's there. So John's is like really well known. I also like Arturo's on Houston. We're not going to have a chance to show them, but John's has been around since 1929. Super, super well known. This place, if you're young and you don't care about the quality of the sushi, they have this all-you-can-eat special. Let's show people.
All right.
My friend had a birthday there once. It's a complete SHIT show. Like young people are like 21, like they're just pounding shots of sake. Here it is, yeah. I will completely like not vouch for the quality, but the price is so good. Just for all you can eat sushi, be an interesting party if you're under 25. Okay.
By the way, John, where do people shop and get groceries around here? A lot of people ask me, like, where do people go to get groceries and get soup?
There's a Christie's around. Christie's, I think, is a block or 2 from here. There's Morton Williams on LaGuardia. Those are the 2 places most close to here. Oh, so we're about to go by probably the one place in New York that I have brought the most business, and this wasn't like a sponsored thing. It was just because I liked it. I never asked them for a dime for anything. It's called Bleecker Street Pizza. I love this place.
Bleecker Street Pizza, right around the corner on Bleecker Street.
Yep. Yeah, this is my jam right here. The Madame Maria slice. It's real good. Real good. I don't want to go inside. They look a little busy, but yeah, it's.
Don't they have your picture up here too somewhere?
They do.
They do?
Should we show them?
Yeah, why not?
Fine. We'll do it real quick.
We'll go in.
Real quick.
That's funny.
It's such like a selfish thing, guys. Like, want to see my picture? All right, you asked.
All right. We gotta see this.
This is because you asked. I didn't volunteer it. I get Steven Tyler above me. I'm not that cool. I'm right there. Got Hugh Jackman.
Italian guy, by the way.
My boy Gianni. Susan Sarandon. They know what's up. They know what's up.
Okay. Heavy door with all the wind.
It's not even a good picture of me. I'm looking down. But it's cool. It's actually very nice to have your picture in your favorite pizza place. It's kind of cool. So yeah, this is 7th. This is like the border of, some would say this is the border of Greenwich Village and West Village. Again, very debatable depending who you talk to. We're moving towards the West Village. More expensive. Very classic. Maybe an older crowd. You don't see as many young people living here. It's way more expensive. But some do. I would love to live around here somewhere. So I'm going to take you guys down 1 or 2 streets I like, and then we're going to call it.
All right.
Starting to see more of those scooters. You see that girl?
Oh. Oh, I just see.
That is becoming a thing.
There we go. That's becoming a thing now.
It is.
Other motorized, like modes of transportation. The scooters, the skateboards.
So we're gonna go this way. I first saw the scooters in San Diego. I've seen them in Charlotte, like the Lime scooters are in Hoboken now. I think you can take them to New York. There's a speakeasy bar up there, which I'm not the biggest. It's up here. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I suppose if you go to Five Guys and you want a cocktail after your burger, go upstairs.
Chain restaurant, by the way, Five Guys.
There's some. Best bargain, best burger.
I don't think I've ever walked down the street before.
You've never walked down the street.
Nope.
We're about to change that. So, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that they filmed Sex and the City, the movie, or was it one of the episodes? They filmed this street for Europe. Like this street completely, when you film on this, if you look on this side, I would not think I'm in the US. We could even, show them.
That's true.
Just look at how this is. Completely preserved. And this is Barrow, I believe. Yeah, Barrow Street. Left on Barrow, off 7th. It's a gorgeous street.
It's also full of steel plates and road construction.
Yeah.
When we look at this, they got these old wooden frames for the windows.
If money was no object and you could tell me, or you would ask me, where would I live in New York? I'd live somewhere, might live on this street. I have a funny story about this block, actually. So, a few years ago, before I was married, I was living with my twin brother in my apartment in Greenwich Village, and we were looking to move. We wanted to live in this apartment right here. It was actually this unit.
Oh, wow.
Now, this is like the oldest building, the ugliest, not the oldest, but maybe the ugliest looking building on a very beautiful block. The reason I didn't want to do it is I don't like the first floor having bars on your windows. That was one issue. And the other was that there's this restaurant next door. These are all things a lot of people don't think about when they get an apartment. I was concerned that I would be hearing people's conversations in my bedroom. So your bedroom would be there, and there's somebody eating dinner right there. I don't know how thick that wall is, or vice versa. They might be hearing you doing certain things. I don't know.
How do you even get in this restaurant? Is the entrance on the other side?
I think it's on the other block, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I guess we got to show the friend's apartment, huh?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's where we'll end.
Okay.
It's like I keep saying we'll end, and we just keep going. It's going to be a 6-hour walking video.
We can go on forever.
We could, but I have to work on another video right now.
All right.
You know what that grind's like, I'm sure. I really enjoy filming around here. I filmed a bunch of like guide and tips videos here. I just love this scenery, and you can see a crowd forming down there because they're all taking pictures of a friend's apartment.
Yeah. I just hope it's not getting vandalized because some people have been complaining like they've been drawing on the building or.
He's going right.
Yeah, they've been drawing on the building and like the owners have to like tell them to stop.
I don't know if a lot of people realize that Friends was actually filmed in LA and that's just the exterior.
It's kind of like the Joker stairs in the Bronx now became so famous.
Oh, that's becoming a mess. A lot of the locals are angry because they're posing on the stairs or blocking foot traffic. I just talked about that in my latest video about tips. That's a real big problem in New York. My goodness, there's a crowd
I still haven't
here.
even seen that movie yet.
Neither have I. I want to see Joker. It's on my to-do list. That and Parasite.
Oh yeah, look, they're writing on it already.
Really? Gotta be kidding me.
Bad.
Let's show people.
Okay. So, shame on you, Joanna, Corfu, Melissa, Valaban, and
I
whoever.
feel like just one person did it and everybody thinks it's okay to vandalize.
It's kind of like the love locks on the Brooklyn Bridge.
I also don't like that.
Yeah. Wow.
They're quoting the show. See, it would be different if there was like a poster board up and they encouraged it, but
Yeah, that's not good. Well, they have the restaurant has a sign up. Friends don't write on the Friends building.
wait, show me where.
Over here. But it's so small. They should make it bigger.
You should put it right in the middle.
Friends don't write on their friends building.
Smelly cat, it's not your fault. I haven't even I don't really even watch the show, but
Wow.
I kind of want to live here and throw a big party. This house here, I recall, is I believe the only wooden house
Oh,
left
it's for sale.
in Greenwich Village. It's for sale. I can't even imagine how much it's going for. 4, 5, 6 million.
You can say it's right across the street from your friends'
And then you
apartment.
get to deal with this all day. People coming by. Which
That'll be fun.
we get to show the.
Let's go across the street where everybody else is.
Okay.
The friend's apartment.
I'm trying to get a good picture of how those people live.
Woohoo!
For Monica and yeah.
Okay.
You know, I was watching that old video about Greenwich Village to get ready for this walk, and they actually showed kids playing stickball here and here in the 1960s, and I think like that would be unheard of to see kids playing on the streets around here anymore. Like just completely different era. Yeah, I mean this area has turned into a bit of a tourist attraction. It is what it is. I just wish some local businesses would make extra money off of this foot traffic. Like I hope the people are going to the pizza places and the cafes, at least spending money in the area. That street over there, Grove, is really nice, but I think your viewers have had far, far too much of me already. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to wrap it up here.
Yeah, you want me to say anything?
All right. Let me turn the camera around and say my outro. All right, everyone. That concludes it for this walk. Hope you enjoyed this walk with our wonderful guest, John.
Hey, thank you for having me, Kenneth. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys learned something, and feel free to say hi if you ever see me around the village.
Yeah.
And check my channel
Check
out
his
too.
channel out too.
Of
definitely.
course.
All right. Well, that wraps it up. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to both our channels. Like the video down below, and I'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Take care.